Stage 2 is finally over, and so is my sanity. We have not had a good run so far at this major, but maybe we can turn things around in Stage 3. Who knows? Let's go ahead and dive in. Alright, so I want to start with a quick tier list here. I've gone ahead and made it, and to be honest, I think there are 3 potential 3-0 teams in Furia, Vitality, and Falcons. I think Mal's and Spirit are also pretty good mentions that could also pull it off, so I think they're going A tier. And of course, B tier, I feel like Na'Vi and FaZe proved that they belong in Stage 3. And G2 are kind of a big question mark. They had a good start to the year, but then kind of fell off a cliff. So they're towards the back of B tier. And the rest of these teams, I just don't really see them being major playoff teams. I think Paravision and Bait deserve a lot of respect for how well they've played. But overall, I think this is just sort of what I'm going to go with. And then as far as F tier, you could even put 3D Max down here. But overall, I think Passion UA and Imperial, again, are more or less the bottom teams here. And honestly, I'll probably regret the Imperial pick. I've underestimated them all major, and even Vinny tweeted out an F your pick'ems tweet, which included a lot of the analysts and my own picks on here, which I found super funny. I'm honored to be considered up there with the top dogs, but none of us made it through this stage. And hey, to be honest, Imperial, the best win they have so far is M80. Ranked 24 on HLTV. They just haven't really done a whole lot to say, hey, we're going to do better than the rest of these teams here. But overall, I could see 3D Max, even Liquid, going 0-3. I think all these teams just haven't had many quality wins. But hey, overall, I think this is how I'm feeling. Now, before we dive into the actual picks, I want to thank today's sponsor, Skins Monkey. For those of you that don't know, Skins Monkey is an automated CS2 trading site that allows you to select the old skins you don't want anymore and pick out some new ones from the monkey. It's a great way to freshen up that old dusty inventory, and hey, that's not all. They have some amazing filter and selection features, as well as 24/7 live support. If you click the link in the description, you can get a free $5 and a 30% deposit bonus that becomes 35% if you use my code TACTICS on the site. Don't miss out on this offer and check out Skins Monkey today. Let's get back into the video. Now, looking at the simulator here, these are somewhat scary matchups between Furia and Vitality. Having the best of one against Na'Vi and FaZe, who looked insane in Stage 2, that is a little bit scary, in my opinion. Now, Falcons, I feel like that's a little bit more of a favorable matchup against Bait, and of course, Mal's versus Paravision, I feel pretty good about that. So it may be a better idea to look at Falcons or Mal's here, or maybe even Spirit in teams that are going to be moving into that 1-0 bracket. But to be honest, there are so many potential upsets that could be happening at any given time. It's almost impossible to predict what the next matchups are going to be. Any one of these is going to completely fry the rest. But I just wanted to note that, hey, the opening matchups are a little bit scary. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the actual picks. So I've considered this tactic a few different times, and that's where, since we have Furia, Vitality, Falcons, and Mal's at a similar level, there is a chance that a lot of them end up meeting each other in this 2-0 bracket. Not great, right? So you could always be passive and put all 4 of them through 3-1, and just hoping maybe an upset happens. And at the very least, you're probably going to get 2 guaranteed picks correct here. However, I just don't like that because, hey, if Furia and Vitality go 3-0, you've gotten both your 3-0s incorrect. You've gotten 2 of these incorrect. So you're going to basically, you have to get, probably all 4 of these correct plus 1 of the 0-3s. And that's tough. That is pretty tough. So in my opinion, that's just not the move. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with my gut instinct of saying Furia and Vitality are the 2 best teams here. They're going 3-0, and I'm just going to pick Falcons, Mal's, Spirit, G2, I think I'll put GT in the middle. We'll go Na'Vi, FaZe, and then for my 0-3s, I'm going Imperial, and I'm going Passion UA, and I think we're just going to lock that in. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I've got. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, or feel free to make fun of me for missing out on both Stage 1 and Stage 2. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you're following all of my socials as well. I've been tweeting out quite a bit of cool utility breakdowns throughout the major, and plan to keep doing that throughout Stage 3 and the playoffs. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one.